We are here backstage with Jim Lanzone.
Your laughing's making me laugh.
My cameraman Paul Carr seems to have disappeared, but that's okay. We don't need him, right, Jim?
No.
So you just you just launched Clicker
Yes.
moments ago. Tell us, in 50 words or less, what Clicker is.
It's the TV guide of the web. I mean, in the very short version is we aim to be the ultimate programming guide for internet television as we enter this age of emerging age of infinite video on demand. There's amazing programming strewn all over the place. It's not in any one site or download site or anything. Clicker just pulls it all together in one place. It's the definitive source for finding what to watch going forward.
Now, here's my question. It's a little jerky, but sometimes I have to try to out-jerk Arrington. So, you're one of the probably better known people in the Valley who's launching a company at TechCrunch 50. You mentioned on stage you've already raised $8 million from two pretty prominent VCs. Why are you here? Do you feel like you're hogging the spotlight? Like, if you win, will you feel bad that you robbed $50,000 from a startup that doesn't have a superstar entrepreneur and backers?
I was, I met with Mike, I showed it to him, and he actually encouraged me to do it. And I thought, it's funny, I thought about the opposite way, which is, should I throw in with these 50 companies and let these guys beat me up on stage? And I thought, I'm not too good for that. Like, let's put it out there. And the timing matched up very well. It was, this is when we're done.
Right.
I also like, by the way, it gave us a hard deadline. I'm kind of a perfectionist. I could have sat there and dawdled over this thing for months longer. So it turned out it was a good thing for the company. So.
Was it a difficult decision for you to jump back in and start another company? I mean, you've done this a few times now. Yeah. You were an entrepreneur in residence at Redpoint. Any thoughts of kind of stepping back and being a VC and chilling out a little bit?
That's kind of what made me do it. After I left Ask, did a lot of traveling everywhere with my family. I have 3 kids. I coached for the first time, and then I went down the path and I got an offer to be the CEO of a public company again. And I really thought I was going to do it. And then at that time, I was talking to Bill Gurley, who's my main investor, and Dave Goldberg, who was in the IR benchmark, about why there's no TV guide for the web. And let's get down to 70s style. And I just couldn't let the idea go. And what kind of guides me is, do people need this product? And if they do, I get passionate about it. Called the team out of the woods, and we have the people who know search, who know structured data, and so I just decided, what, I did 7 years in a public company. I think it'd be fun to do that again.
What was the public company you were going to join?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
Oh God, you can't tell us anything. You can't tell us the valuation. You won't tell us that. Tell us something. It's
not couth to
tell it. Come on.
So
tell us. Just give us some piece of news.
Somebody else, and it's good for them, and they're doing great. But
you were better then. They really wanted you. They didn't want him, right?
It really makes you sit there and think about what you want to do. Do I want to throw back into public company life and Wall Street and making a quarter and I've always liked building things the most. I mean, I came out of product management originally. Even my original startup, I wasn't the CEO. I was the head of product. And so this is what I get the most passionate about. So it's not the only thing I'll ever do, but I just felt I needed to do this one.
Okay, last question. Are you and Barry Diller still friends?
Yeah, actually. That was an interesting thing, how it played out publicly and what kind of really happened behind the scenes. But I'd call it was more of a divorce. but it was a friendly divorce.
An amicable divorce.
And it was. And I just saw him a few weeks ago. I told him about Clicker. He loved the idea. And I'm not saying I'm going to wind up back at IC in the near future. But yeah, I mean, we're still, we always got along great. So.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Jim. Congratulations. Everyone was raving about you. Now you can just go drink.
I know. I think that's the plan.